welcome back to Living 757. May is National Foster Care Month, and we are so thankful to those who give their hearts and their homes as foster parents. Joining us now, we have a member of the Living 757 extended family to talk about the Up Center. Please welcome the beautiful Sabrina Carr.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Now, the Up Center's foster care and adoption program is a therapeutic foster care program. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means?
Sure. So for us, that means a few things. It means that we provide some specialized training to our foster parents to provide support for a wide variety of children. And those children may be coming into foster care. They may have some significant emotional, behavioral, social, or medical needs. And our staff, as well as our foster parents, take on the role of teaching children a new way to function and a new way to see the world around them in a very different way. And for us, that means that helps to make them be resilient people in our community.
I love that.
What a beautiful work, Sabrina. So what are the requirements to join your foster parent team?
So just a few. To join our foster parent team, you have to be at least 25 years old. You have to have at least one bedroom for a child or children that will join your home as foster children, be financially stable, as well as pass all background checks. And the final one is you have to be able to commit to all of the training that we provide.
Nice.
Definitely those are all great requirements. What do you wish people knew about caring for kids in foster care?
So for whatever reason, there are a lot of misperceptions and misconceptions about children that enter into foster care and how they behave and things like that. So the first thing I wish they knew is that children that display maybe disruptive behaviors, they're not bad kids. Usually that's their way of responding to some sort of trauma that they may have been around or experienced at some point in their life. And so we like to slightly change the mindset of some people, because sometimes, and you've seen those people in the store, maybe you see a child that may be disruptive or behaving in a way that you may not think is appropriate. And so sometimes we may look at them and say, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? But we like to change that mindset for our foster families. And instead of thinking what's wrong with you, we ask them to think what happened to you.
Yes.
And the other thing too is a lot of times we encounter families that may already have biological children. And for them to know and understand that parenting your own children and parenting foster children is completely different. You can't have the same rules for those. You may want to, because of course everybody's living in the same house, but you can't necessarily do that. And so the goal is to really connect with them before you correct them. Build that relationship with them, and we promise you it'll be beneficial in the long run for them.
And I think that's something great that you just say, connect with them first and then correct them. So if I want to become a parent, a foster parent, what is the first step in the process to become a foster parent with your agency?
Sure. So they would attend an information session. Each month I host between 6 and 7 information sessions. All of these are virtual, so you can participate in the comfort of your own home. They're free. There's no obligation to join our foster parent team. And they typically last an hour. And that's where I'll discuss in more detail the requirements, the responsibilities that our foster parents have, as well as the application timeline.
Sabrina,
that's awesome.
Thank you so much for all this amazing information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Sabrina just told us the steps to become foster parents, and now we welcome Sylvester and Jerry to tell us about how the process went for them. Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
I love your t-shirts.
My pleasure.
Now, what made you guys decide to join the Up Center's foster parent team?
Well, as former educator and Jerry current educator, we understand the need of parenting for our students. So we believe that we wanted to be a part of the solution by giving our time and our efforts to help kids in a different mode than the classroom.
Being a part of that community, as Sabrina mentioned.
To make a difference.
And I love that, because sometimes we have to give love to these kids that are there needed so much. So what do you wish people knew about caring for kids in foster care?
That is easy. Basically, kids just want to know that they're loved, and we provide security and safety, and that's the whole thing.
And having resources such as the Up Center is a great, great benefit.
Oh, yes.
Now, you guys are obviously pretty well versed in foster care at this point. What advice would you give to anyone else who is thinking about becoming a foster parent?
Just jump in and do it. Don't overthink. You have the tools to do the job. Simple as that.
No time like the present.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I like the energy because it's like the way you say it. Not just sometimes we are afraid. People is afraid of changes and they don't want to take the risk. But I think these kids needs our love so
Yes.
much.
I agree.
Most definitely.
And I have to reiterate what Patricia said. I love your shirts.
Thank you.
Yes.
Purchase during a family trip to Disney.
Yes. I think we all love Mickey. Well, thank you so
Oh,
much,
yes.
guys. Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you once again, Sylvester and Jerry. Thank you so much for what you're doing. We love you guys.
We love you back.
Anytime.